'Cause I'm just a nobody, trying to tell everybody all about somebody who saved my soul. Ever since you rescued me, you gave my heart a song to sing. I'm living for the world to see, nobody but Jesus.
Hello, good day. Welcome to the Legacy Continues podcast. Thank you for logging on and watching. And I am stoked about today because we just had our annual alumni event, and it was it was so much, and I don't even know exactly how to say. I don't even know. I know. I know that as we, and I will tell you that I thought I was being original, saying that we want to do an after alumni podcast to kind of reflect on the day. And then I was reminded by Rodney that he said, "Well, your mom did that last year
with Joseph."
With Joseph. And I was like, I didn't know, but I do know that I am not original when it comes being next to my mom. She has led the way, and so we are still the Legacy Continues, which hence this podcast, which was what our theme was for the alumni event. And so as we were preparing for the event, and I know we had a lot of anticipation, and I thought it was beautiful, and there's a lot of descriptives I could give it. But Melissa, what do you think?
It was beautiful. It was real. It was cold, and rainy, but it made it even more beautiful to me.
Do you know? I think I'm just officially thawed out.
Officially.
It was officially. Yeah. It was cold.
Just
I was
today.
like, yeah, just for real. Carrie, what'd you think?
I thought it was so good. One thing about the alumni I always love is that we all come together, and no matter how cold or wet, which it was both, we all come together, and it's so good to see people that I haven't seen in so long. Two sisters, they drove 5.5 hours.
Yeah, and then they had not been to the. I'm assuming we're talking about the same sisters, because I do know that every time I go on Facebook or something, I see pictures like. I didn't see them.
I know.
I didn't see them, but assuming that we're talking about the same, it was their first alumni to be at in 6 years.
And
so
she
that
was they were so excited. They were like, "Hey, Carrie, oh my gosh, we made it.
Yeah.
We worked so hard to get here." And they were just so pumped. And I think they graduated, in 2019. So just to see to think about the impact from it's 2025 that y'all made it. Y'all made it go out of your way to come 5.5 hours to be here. It's just,
it's beautiful.
It speaks for itself. Yeah.
I agree. I'll tell you, everyone that came and as I saw them, and just it's just super, super sweet. And I know that I know for me it was it was hard. It was very, very hard being the first one without mom. And every year Mom and I would look out to see all the grads that were there, and we would always have that moment where we're holding each other's hands. Can you believe what God has done?
Yeah.
Can you believe what He has done? And that part was hard, but it was super, super sweet to see. I knew that I know that on Saturday, because the forecast started showing that it was that rain was coming. And so I'm like, okay, Lord, I'm going. I want the rain help to hold off. And I really thought, because it was in the forecast, that would prevent people from coming. And so I was expecting a much lesser crowd. But then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna, I actually went the day before, walked the perimeters, and gonna hold the rain off, gonna hold, and in Jesus' name, and then when I left the park Saturday evening from praying around it and just asking for God to be part of it, for God to lead, that ultimately He's the weatherman. He controls the wind, and rain must obey. and so I went Sunday morning when I woke up, and it was freezing. I was like, and then I was pulling into the park, and when I was pulling into the park, nobody.
which you danced to last
which
year.
we danced to last year, was playing on the radio, and Mom was so proud of that dance, and and that was that she could do it like no
Jesus,
other,
and nobody
like
else
no
did it like
other, and
that.
she was so proud of it, and then when I actually pulled up to the parking lot, it was that part that Mom and I walked out on, and it was I want to go down in history, that part, and I felt like the Lord was like just a remind, kind of joking. I said, I think Mom, like the Lord gave Mom permission to dictate the forecast for the day, just because I want it to be good, but I don't need it to be better than was when when she was here, right? Like I just need
True Mimi fashion.
Yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, I felt like, to me, the weather has spoken to me just through that, because to me it was like the rain held off during the sermon, during the worship, and I thought that was very, very sweet, and I felt like God was so in it, and I felt like it was appropriate, like it wasn't a sunny day, but there was so much love, and there was the wind, His presence was very, very evident. It was very, very sweet. To me, it all spoke to me. It was just very, very sweet, and I felt like it was bittersweet, which the day to me was bittersweet. For me. Candace, what did you think?
I thought it was beautiful. I think emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically, it was a lot, for lack of a better word. But it was also just the scripture, the Isaiah 6:8. I think what I saw the most is definitely there was the answer of "Here I am, send me." But before that is the call. Who will go? And I think a lot of our grads forgot that they're being called to go. Like they just needed to hear the call again. So it was beautiful. I had people hug me, and I was like, "Well, you're I wasn't even here," and they were like, "It doesn't matter. We're all family." It was beautiful.
That is
very beautiful,
very sweet. So the Isaiah 6:8. When I started digging into the just Isaiah 6 in general, and that was what I hope that the message was received, was that we've been called, that as the Lord has atoned us, as He's forgiven us, and as He's made us clean, which is what happened in the vision with Isaiah. And when God's like, who will you send? I mean, who will go? Who will go on my behalf? Who will tell the world of who I am, and that there's hope, and that there's more, and I even, for the first time, like ever, reflecting on the fact that it was after a king had died, and there was there was some concern, and it's like, I've read this passage a bunch. I'm a big send me, I'll go. There was some artist, kind of a rap artist, that said, "Send me, I'll go. Here I go. Here I go." I'm sorry. Anyway, sorry, didn't mean that.
Saw it here first.
But I remember being like a teenager, and I send me, I was just kind of pumped to it. So it was a passage I was very familiar with, but then at the same time, I think the Lord, I know that He downloaded more revelation. In that we visited 1 through 8, and so and what I love is even this week I've gotten a couple of texts from girls from graduates who say, "Hey, count me in. This is what I put on the legacy wall." So we had a legacy wall, and for those who didn't make it, and on the legacy wall you put your sticker. So we had, and I'm going to go over all this stuff in front of me, but it was where you filled out what the Lord has called. Who will go in my name? Who will go in my behalf? And what has the Lord called you to do? Because no matter where you're at in life, you have purpose. You have a calling, and it could start small, which is really anything that you do for the kingdom is not small.
Right.
So I don't want to don't want to minimize it. The minute you tell someone about Jesus, that's big. That's huge. Or once you've given someone hope that didn't have hope. So again, not wanting to minimize any move at all, but when you invite someone homeless that you've know that addiction, or that the Lord has put in your path, and you invite them to crash on your couch or whatever it is, while you show them love and while you direct them to Jesus, there's just beauty, or while you direct them to recovery. How about that? But anyway, we had a lot of grads. The wall is full, and I'm going to ask our Rodney to throw a picture on it, because I think it's beautiful. But some filled it out what they were going to do, and And I've had a couple say, "Hey, this is what I put on the wall.
Right.
This is
Yeah,
I'm
it
making.
matters.
I'm
I
making.
love that.
I'm making.
Matters.
Yeah. And so
Yeah.
already, you know, we're down a week, and here we
Right.
are, and people are already trying to say, you know, yeah, I said count me in, and I meant it, and I'm moving on it. So I want to encourage you. If you're on, you can put it on this wall if you're watching, and just say, you know what, count me in. Send me. I'll go and see where the Lord directs you and what He's called you to do, and in the place that you are right now. I think it's I love it, and to me, as I hope that I keep getting those all year long. That says, Melinda, here, this is me doing what I committed to do, and make kingdom impact.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So with that being said, because I know I could just keep rambling because I had a really good time. I was cold and it was hard. It was very, very hard. Something that spoke to me was for those that were there, and no matter if you were there or not, we lit a torch.
Yes. Yes.
In memory and honor and memory of
did.
Mom. And it was, as her torch was lit, then we all raised our torch, and made that commitment. But the torch was hard to light.
It was
Absolutely.
hard to light.
It was.
It's hard, and there was wind and rain, and
But it was
Yeah.
cool how people started getting up.
Talking to Mike so we don't get in trouble.
It was cool how people started to get up.
And block the wind.
Hey, that was good.
It was cool.
Yeah.
People, like 2 or 3 people from the crowd had started getting up and was like, "Hey, we need," we were coming together to light this torch. I
Yeah.
thought that was so cool.
yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did, and nobody gave up. It was perseverance.
No.
It was just. It was a beautiful picture of your mom's legacy.
Right. And it's
Like, that's
ministry.
what-
It's
yeah,
ministry.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like it's hard. It's hard. It doesn't
It is.
always go like you want it to go.
Messy.
And then
Gotta
we're just
keep
sitting here.
going.
You gotta keep going. We're not gonna give up. That
Yeah.
thing is going to light
Yes.
up. We're gonna repeat our steps.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to block what's blocking the flow, which is what we had to block the
Somebody come
winds.
up with an
Yeah.
umbrella.
Yeah, Pastor
was
Leslie.
good. Yep.
And I know my minute there I got a little scared that Bo was going to catch his hand on fire, and I was like, "Oh Lord!" And
There might be an explosion.
but there
Like,
wasn't.
how
There
far
was
is
not.
mine?
You can watch
Yeah.
this on YouTube on our service
yeah,
stream.
but to me, even though that was a part that I would say, it was like almost could have disappointed. Almost could have disappointed me,
yeah.
but it didn't, because I'm like,
didn't.
you know what, this is ministry. This is it.
Yeah.
It's not always easy. It doesn't always go like you want it to. It's not
don't
always
give
planned,
up.
You
but
just
we
don't give
don't
up.
we
You
don't
have
to
give
work
up.
for it.
Yeah,
It's work
You gotta
for
put
it
some work
sometimes.
in it.
and
Yeah.
we work.
Yeah.
So I thought that part was I thought that part was beautiful.
Me too.
So I wanted to share with our grads, for those who did not make it, and I want to share what's in our grad bag, that we're going to put a link on here, right, Rodney?
In the comments.
We got a link in the comments.
Yeah, where
Like, comment, share.
yeah, where you can order your bag just because of mailing. It's $20 for grads from their bags, but we've got our torch, we've got our bracelets that says "Count Me In," the Legacy Continue bracelets. We have our thrift store vouchers. I mean, not vouchers, thrift store discount cards, so you can make sure you always get your discount at our thrift stores. And then we have. I love these. It's Mom had signed a book and it says "Stay in Him," Miss Brenda, and so we had them turned into stickers just to remind you to just abide in Christ, and as you abide in Him, He abide in you. Isn't that beautiful?
Good.
I love it. And then we all know about Mom's crazy faith,
Right.
and so we have the crazy faith sticker just to encourage you that it's okay as you say, "Count me in. I want to answer to the call," and that sometimes it can seem crazy. Like I remember thinking, "How could God use me?"
Right.
But He
has.
Right, there he is.
but he does, and so sometimes we got to put those doubts out, and sometimes we might look crazy, but as long as it brings Him glory, it really doesn't matter what we look
Amen.
like.
Amen.
Amen.
So I thought that was so these are 2 stickers that you get, and then we did little tattoos, which were super cute. And I didn't put one on my face, but I still have a picture of Mom that she did hers like all my pictures from last year. Mom's got this
Little
tattoo.
butterfly.
Yeah, she's got this tattoo little on her face, and then the Legacy Continues on that. And then we have if we have the Thirst No More book, which is
Our friend wrote a book.
Our friend wrote a book.
It's a devotional book that Mom and I started the beginning phases of it. Her artwork is in it. It was important. She was wanting to make a book that had her art and told stories, and then devotions for our grads. And so I finished it in August and got it printed in time for our grads for the Legacy event, which was in our grad bags, and as well as the T-shirt that has the Legacy Continue T-shirt. So if you weren't there and you didn't get your grad bag and you do want it, you can Click the link and get you. We'll get that in the mail to you, won't we, Melissa?
Absolutely, we will.
That's Melissa's
ASAP.
project. So you can text her
ASAP.
about when you're going to get it.
But the Count Me In, can they? Is there a way that if they get their bags, we could add their Count Me Ins to the board?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Like even text it and we could write it for them?
Yeah,
board?
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can text it right now to any one of us.
Yes.
You know my phone number, 205-337-6005. I'm not scared to share it.
Put
It's
them in the
everywhere.
comments.
It's everywhere.
It's out there.
Yeah, so I'm not,
On
you
the
know,
walls.
so my dad might be watching. So Melinda, why are you sharing your number? Dad, it's already out there. It's already out
know.
there.
Trust me.
It's in every jail in Alabama. I promise you that.
Yes.
So somebody that didn't come, what would we want to share with them?
Because you still have the opportunity to be counted in.
Yeah.
The legacy, I think it's easy for us as love ladies, whether we're there or not, to understand legacy because of what your mom did. She didn't have a platform. It wasn't big. She just said, hey, I'm supposed to go talk to these people in jail. So it can be, like you said, there's nothing small. But then watching how you've carried that out, that's legacy. And I know that we want to leave that for the people that are coming behind us, whether you have children or family or just people who in your community that you want. We can change it. We can change it and set a legacy like this for ours because of what y'all have done. So I think that's the most important thing to know.
Yeah. One thing that you shared in this passage about how the king is gone and then how he's pleading just like, Lord, send me. I'm a sinful man. And I don't know how you can use somebody like me. And if God can use somebody like me to do anything for anything bigger than myself, he can use you. And so, it's never too late. If you're still here, if you're breathing, you can change. You can be different and you don't have to stay the same. And I'm so grateful for that.
I would just say that anybody that didn't come, that we missed you. We love you. You are us. We are family. And we can't wait to see y'all.
Yeah, and so I'm as we so how do we do next year? And I'm trying to do we I'm not there ready to start planning next year, but hey, I welcome any suggestions.
Whoa.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Not necessarily in the comments, but you feel free to text it to me. I've already shared
your suggestions.
Yeah, I've already shared my number. So just because we want to connect. It's important that we do come together and to me, it's not, we are created for more.
Yeah.
And we are created for a purpose. And we're not, and I think that the enemy loves to keep us distracted.
And divided. And just because we're not together.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
because-
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's easy to isolate. And we want to, and we don't want to, we want to encourage you that, again, that you can make a kingdom impact. That as you've seen the Lord move and deliver in your life. And if you feel like, you know what, Lord, I feel like there's more, pursue him, go all in and go all in and go, think beyond, your current circumstances and say, okay, God, I'm going to go all in. To me, the message, is the most important part because that's where the Lord is at. Now, granted, the dunking booth and stuff is a lot of fun.
Kids had great time making pumpkins, but
Not in it.
Julia got, I think, knocked in I loved the baptism. To me was so
it was
beautiful.
beautiful.
It was so beautiful. We baptized this year, and it was super cool, super fun.
How many did we baptize?
45.
45.
45 in the cold.
In the freezing
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah,
But they showed up. We
they
had
did.
tents to change in.
Yeah,
We had the
chance
whole
to change it.
shebang.
Yeah, we had. Yeah,
Yeah.
we did. It was super. I thought it was. I thought that part was super sweet, and just know that we love you. We love
Yeah.
you. We love you.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
and we will. You know, it's every October. We'll see what next year brings. But everyone who attended, thank you so much. And more important than just whoever attended, just all the love ladies out there.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting us have part in your life, in your journey. We're praying for you. We love you. We love you. We love you. Thank you so much. And know that the legacy continues with each and every one of us. Love you.
Love y'all.
Love you.